Wanted to jump into a subject, again, it's become quite a popular fin, you know, my little nubster fin, and you'll see that I've got a number of different fin shapes and sizes. And you know, it's really funny is that you know, the size of the fin and the shape of the fin really has a huge impact to the board. So you're going to find that you know, a lot of guys will have a 5-fin setup and they'll either ride them as a thruster or a 4-fin, and you know, the whole premise of this fin is to actually add stability and drive in marrying the 3-fin to the 4-fin. But you're going to find that, you know, tail templates of a board and how wide it is or how narrow it is, in the tail template it has holds. One of the things that's super fun to do is to try a number of different fin templates in a board, and you're going to find that whether it's in the entrance or the beginning of the turn versus the follow through of the turn, the fin volume or fin shape or length has a lot to do with how that board arcs and how loose it is. And you're going to find like different waves have different push from one wave to another. So, you know, people will go, well, describe to me, like, what's up with these fins? First thing I want to look at is the 4-fins before I jump into this, because this is all complementing what's going on right here. So in this particular board, I've got my stiletto fins, and thin tip fins change directions really, really quick. And so a great experiment is to take a fin like this that tends to really be playful and really exaggerate the pivot, to come with a rear fin that might be a bigger size. If you were to match these two up, you'll see that this one actually has more tip area and has a little bit more volume to the fin. And then if you go from changing out just the rear fins, you're going to find that that fin, even though it's an upright fin, has more tip area. So big tip areas have more of a scooping effect. So you'll have quick rail-to-rail change with a little bit more grab at the bottom of the wave. So, you know, what you do with the rear fins and also what you do with the center fin has a lot to do with what you're going to find out of the board. So experimenting is super fun. And so what I'll do, actually, this is kind of crazy, is I'll actually put, you know, a fin in my wetsuit sleeve here or on my leg there, and another one here. And when you change it in position to position, you'll find what really lights up the board or what becomes too stiff. And so there's a fine balance of actually using the fin as a projectile or a drive enhancer and not just extra fin. So, you know, if you look at these fins in the shape right here, you're going to see that the size vary, but they're all within the same family. I call this the pivot because you've cut away that area, and when you've shortened the base, it allows the board to be more free in the tail end section of the board. When you go from, say, this size right here, a small and a large, though it's like a 1/4 inch difference, you're going to find that this fin with a 1/4 inch more size to that fin takes a lot more effort to push that fin through the water. And actually, I usually try to have the large for guys that have a lot of girth to them or have more size that like more fin. So just within this family, the pivot, the small, and the large, you're going to find that they really add a lot of drive and stability. And you'll find in 4-fins, this negative space, not only is it the most apt to cavitate or to slide out, and that's what cavitation means, is actually to lose your edge or your fin foil in a turn. And you'll find that in whitetail boards, this space is really what you know, tends to slide out. And when you add that 5th fin, it really, you know, and you'll see in a thruster, having that center fin anchors the tail down, and where it's at makes it thrusty or drivey. You're going to find that that little fin does a lot to add drive and stability. So, you know, get down to one of your local surf shops, grab a variety of different fins, and really experiment, you know, the differences between 3, 4, and 5 and different fin shapes and what it does for your board.